Okay guys, so today we are going to install a brand new muffler cover. This guy here is an EXILE Saw Performance bolt-on 461 cover. Like a dual kind of shotgun barrel sort of idea. And when I bought this guy, they sent me a free pair of EXILE dogs that I'm gonna see if I can put on this saw also. So I thought I would film this and so that you guys can see how to do it. And if you like them, go to EXILE and get yourself a muffler cover. Okay, first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the Torx bolts on the exhaust, 2 top bolts, 2 bottom bolts, they don't want that bolt to come out. Look at that thing. Okay, so we got this guy out, this guy out, this guy out. We'll grab this guy in here. You know what? Because we're doing the dogs too, I'm just gonna pull the bar off real quick. So this saw here's got the factory STIHL dogs on it, which is funny enough. Funny enough, I just put these on there. But the EXILE ones, if they fit, look pretty darn cool. Black powder coated, I think will look a little bit nicer than just the steel OEM ones. But okay, so if we look at this cover, there is the factory STIHL dog, and here is the EXILE black one. Not that much of a difference actually, pretty much the same design. The EXILE one, actually out of anything, is just a bit smaller. But we're gonna put them on and check them out. There's the factory one there, so we'll put this guy on here for now. Better. Now I can get at this bolt. Another big round bolt. All right, now this cover should, in theory, pop off. We'll grab a screwdriver. There we go. Okay. And there, it's just the inside of that guy. And if you look in there, there's the little diverter plate. Shoots the exhaust up, so I'm going to take that guy out. Oh, I cannot just pop that plate out. Okay, so what I decided to do is drill a couple holes in the little deflector plate down there. Christmas tree bits. All right. Now I'm just going to take the burrs off. Okay. Now the only other thing that we got to deal with here, not all that gasket came off, gotta make sure all that gasket comes off. The only other thing we got to deal with here is this. So this here is the little prongs for the spark arrestor. So we got to take those, either cut those off or bend them down. I think I'm just going to bend them down on the inside there, right there. I think I'm going to bend them down with a pair of pliers. Right, but for the most part there now, if you look through, you got kind of a straight through hole. The reason I didn't want to take this shield all the way out is because it's in here it's doubling the strength of those bolt holes going into the exhaust, so I didn't want to get rid of that. So right? All I did was drill those holes out, and what those holes are just going to give it more of a direct flow, but it's still going to give it a little bit of back pressure probably. Take that spark arrestor out. So all I did was, so you can see that I just hit those down so they're flat. Okay, because I don't want to take that spark arrestor out because this part here is still going to. Okay, so we got this guy nice and clean in here. Shine a light in so you can kind of see, right? Nice and clean. We got no leftover residue from the drilling in there, which is good. Now we're going to pop this guy back on. Okay. All right, so there we go. We got that deflector back in there. All right, with a few holes in it to make it breathe a little bit better, hopefully. Okay, now open this guy up here. So pop this guy off. Made in Canada, that's what we want to see, especially nowadays. All right. Comes with a sticker, comes with a spark arrestor cover. Okay, we've got our dual shotgun exhaust, and we have a gasket. All right, so I'll throw the gasket on first. Gasket goes in there like so. Okay. Now I gotta unwrap this cover. Nice stainless steel unit there. Weld on the inside. Look pretty good. Where's my light? You can see, all right, weld on the inside look pretty nice. Okay. All right, I'm gonna throw put this guy on the right way. Spark arrestor in there. Put my shotgun muffler in there. Get these guys threaded in by hand. It's always good to thread them all in by hand first before you do any tightening up. Okay, and I'm going to assume that those are not long enough. For all what I just said, I'm going to do the opposite because I need something to hold this in place while I figure out these two top bolts, which look like they may actually not be long enough to fit the factory bolts, which is fine, but they did give me this little baggie that's got his chain catch on it. Looks like it's got a couple of these screws in there, but okay, now the problem is, yeah, so those little factory guys right there, they're not long enough for this thing. So in the baggie, they did give us some longer screws. All right, now we got one shiny new EXILE double barrel shotgun muffler. There we go. Okay, let's get the dogs on.